Thank you for sitting down with me today, Shelly. Can you explain to me the position the Family Resource Center is currently in regarding the funding?
We receive funding from three main sources of revenue. So we receive funding from the City of St. Albert, we receive funding from the United Way, and we receive funding from Children's Services. Our Children's Services grant money has been canceled. Effective March 31st, we're not receiving any more money from them, and that covers our home visitation and our family support program. So that's three positions, full-time positions, and those three positions work with families in the community to support them to strengthen their family unit. So we are the only service provider in the city that does that, and so that would be a huge loss.
Why is St. Albert potentially getting their funding cut? Or is this like province-wide?
It's provincially. Everybody who received funding from Children's Services for home visitation and family support and parent link centers and a few other programs I'm not familiar with, they've all had their funding cut.
The Ministry of Children's Services describes the current parent link model as a patchwork of services. They say that their new family resource network model will standardize this system. What do you think this new model means for the St. Albert Family Resource Center?
I think that this new funding model, if we're successful in getting what we've applied for, has the capacity to expand the current programming that we already have. And so we would also receive funding that we've never had before from them. But we've never had parent link funding before. So this new grant opportunity allowed us to apply for that. But really my main concern is the family support and home visitation services, right?
So you say like the home visitation program, for example. Why do you think that program is so essential for St. Albert families?
So it's parent-led, it's family-centered, and it's very positive and strength-based focused. And that just builds up a family's resiliency, because when they can see the successes they make and they know they have a support system in place that they may not have had before, when they come to another time of crisis or when things aren't going well, they can dig into that, what they've experienced before, and they can move forward in a positive manner. And that's what we do, is we build the families. That's why it's so critical, because lots of families struggle. They don't know where to turn to, and we are a free program.
Free?
Right? Free is big. Free is really big to families, and we work with the family directly in their homes or in the community.
How hopeful are you that the St. Albert Family Resource Center will receive the funding by deadline?
We're the only agency that provided this service in our region of St. Albert, so I'm hopeful that we will be successful.
How much do you think that the St. Albert Family Resource Center has to lose in this situation?
It would be a real detriment to us because we have to look at everything. I mean, that revenue not only pays staff wages, but it helps pay rent, it helps pay our utilities, it helps buy program supplies, not to talk about the loss of qualified staff who really are the program at the heart of it all, but it's even a huger loss to our community.
Okay, Shelly, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.